Hey YouTube, it's Jennifer. This is kind of like sorry, my phone went off as I hit record. This is kind of my part 2 to my week 30 gastric bypass update. It's just the next day. It's Tuesday, September 25th, but focus. Okay, I have had a very, very, very emotional day. A lot of news, but a lot of it is all life-changing stuff. And I want to kind of put it on here because everything that happens to you when you have weight loss surgery, both the good and the bad, is altering your life in some form or fashion. And I want to document it, maybe not even just for myself to look back on, but maybe something I'll say in one of these videos will kind of help somebody else to feel like they're not going crazy, or maybe we're going crazy together. I don't know. But let me just get this over with. The first piece of information that I learned today is that I was offered the position in St. Paul, Minnesota, so I am moving in like a couple weeks. I don't have an actual start date yet. The only way that I even know I got the job is I emailed the talent specialist, which is what they, in my company, it's what they call the company, company HR people. And I just asked her, like, should I start looking for apartments? Because if I should, I kind of need to get on this. And I had already scheduled appointments to look at apartments because I was going down to visit, or going up over, however, to visit Doug in a couple weeks anyway. So I was just going to look at apartments then anyway, just in case. But I kind of wanted to know. And I hadn't heard from her in almost a week. And I guess she had been on vacation, so today was her first day back. And she just sent me an email that said, yes, we're offering you the position. We're working on the details. We haven't, I'll call you as soon as we get a dollar amount. And there's an internal process that we have to go through that we're working with right now, but, we're offering you the position. So I got the job, and I'm going to be moving relatively soon. I don't know exactly when I'm going to start, and I don't know all the details yet, but I'm moving to Minnesota, St. Paul area. Let's see what else. Sorry, it's like weird. What else? And then I went to my doctor's office today, my OBGYN, to get the results of my hormonal testing, and everything came back. All the hormone levels and the insulin levels and the thyroid levels, everything came back in normal range. So that was good. Before she even read me the results, she said, I just wanted to let you know that you have probably greatly altered your health in a positive way by having this weight loss surgery. She said, I can almost guarantee you that 6 months ago, had we done this, because I wanted this hormonal testing done before I even had my weight loss surgery because I felt like something was wrong. And she told me she wouldn't do it until after 6 months after my surgery, when things had kind of calmed down with my hormones. So she did it. She said, the weight loss surgery, I can guarantee you that a lot of these levels have gone down since you had the surgery. So you've altered your life. So that was cool to hear. The negative part of it is that I was diagnosed with PCOS today. I know a lot of women have it. It's polycystic ovarian syndrome. Actually, they just say it's polycystic ovary syndrome. And basically all it means is that I'm at a greater chance of having diabetes, which right now my insulin levels are within a normal range, but it's close to being out of the normal range. So as long as I continue to lose weight, it will improve. But I have to keep that in mind, that PCOS, you are more susceptible to diabetes. And then the chances of me getting pregnant without being on some kind of medication are not likely. I have Mirena as birth control, which is an IUD, which is an intrauterine device. So it's just implanted, and it hurts like a bitch, but they implant it, and so that kind of prevents a lot of the side effects that PCOS can have on a woman's system, basically, because people with PCOS are at higher risk of having uterine cancer. So, but because I'm on the Mirena, that has the progesterone in it that helps prevent that type of cancer from even developing. So I'm glad that I got the Mirena, and I'm glad that I got off the oral contraceptives because the Mirena is a lot better. there are treatments that they can do for PCOS. You are never cured of it. I will never not have it. They're not sure what causes it, but they're pretty sure it's genetic, and I'm pretty inclined to agree with that because I'm almost positive my sister has it, and my mom has diabetes, so it just runs in the family. So I was really overwhelmed at that point when I got that news. But I have really, really, really great friends, and there's 3 people in particular that I'm very close to that I contacted as soon as I found out my results. And all 3 people are all men, and they were all very, very sensitive and helpful. So thank you. You guys know who you are, hopefully. You don't know who the other 2 people are, but you know who you are. And then, what else happened today? And then, oh, then I got home and I was checking my work email to see if I had gotten an official offer yet from Minneapolis, and there's an issue going on at my work, and it's been a long-standing issue. Things have gotten really hostile as far as the work environment. I'm not comfortable at all in my work environment, but we were going to have a mediation with HR and the union and her and I to kind of resolve our relationship, I suppose. And it was on a voluntary basis, and I agreed to go. I was just going to kind of sit there and let them, let everybody else talk, and then I was just going to leave. And I canceled. I sent them an email when I got home to cancel, to let them know, because I'm not going to be with the department much longer. There was really no need for the mediation to continue. And the response that I got back was that I'm not, basically I'm being mandated to attend this mediation. When I inquired as to why I was being mandated and who was managing the mediation, was it an HR thing or was it a union thing? I never received word back. So I don't know what that is all about. It does not sound favorable. It does not. I feel very uncomfortable. I feel like it's everybody against me. But I am extremely, extremely comfortable with my ability to handle things like this and being on guard and taking the necessary precautions to save myself, basically. So now I'm on guard. I'm open, but I'm on guard. And that has me kind of stressed out. And I really just want to go to this mediation tomorrow. I'm just going to take notes. I've thought about recording it, but legally you cannot record something unless you notify them that you're going to record it, just like they could not record it without notifying me that they were recording anything. So I'm just going to go take notes, keep my mouth shut, and see what needs to be said, and then go home. I'm really hoping that it's just as simple and innocent as them trying to really rectify things, but I'm prepared for the worst. I'm expecting the best, prepared for the worst, I guess. So, but all those things are just like really stressful, and I'm trying to organize and make arrangements to view apartments in Minneapolis. And why do I keep saying Minneapolis? I'm not going to Minneapolis. I'm going to St. Paul, which I guess is the same area, but I'm looking at apartments. Doug is going to go apartment hunting with me, and God bless him because he's going to let me stay with him until I get my apartment in November. I'm assuming I'm probably going to be starting the new job in the mid or late October. So I'm going to South Carolina next week to visit my dad because he's really not doing well. He's got COPD really, really bad. I haven't seen him in 2 years, exactly 2 years. And his COPD is just getting worse, and he's had heart issues since then, and cancer scares, which I don't know how much any of that is true because he kind of has issues with lying constantly. But regardless, he's my dad, and he's in poor health, and he hasn't seen my niece since she was 6 months old. So my niece and I are taking a road trip to South Carolina next week. I have to be back in time to go to work, which I work Friday at 10, so we're going to have to be back in time for me to go to work, and then I think that's probably going to be my last weekend at work, and then I'm leaving for St. Paul. My niece really, really, really doesn't want me to go, and it's really hard for me to still go, but this is a really good opportunity for me. Because of the surgery, I feel like There's a part of me, the old Jennifer, that tells myself I'm not worth this and I can't take these steps and I need to just stay where I'm comfortable. But there's a new Jennifer now, and new Jennifer says, I'm excited for the new job. I'm excited to move. I'm excited to see what a new state and a new city is like. You know, relationship-wise, I'm not even going to go there because I don't know what's going to happen with that, and I'm still not totally comfortable with the idea of a relationship, but I'm trying to stay as open as I can with that, and I say that with my arms crossed because I'm all like closed off and untrusting. But it's going to be exciting and it's going to be good for me. And even with all this, only reason I'm even making this is just because there's so many changes going on, and I want to remind myself that I can get through this stuff and I'm going to benefit positively from this stuff. And no matter what happens, you can spin it to where it benefits you, or you can just be still and let the universe work it all out. Like even with the PCOS, as much as I want to be a mother and as much as I feel like it's my calling to be, I have to just trust that it's going to work out the way it's going to work out. And I think the benefit that I got from my diagnosis today was knowing that there's a correlation between the PCOS and insulin, and there's a direct correlation with insulin levels and the amount of carbs that you crave and eat. So now I feel like, aha, I'm having an epiphany on why I'm craving and wanting to eat so many carbs. And they're totally chopping up trees again in my complex, so I hope that's not too loud. But I feel like I finally have a logical handling, and I'm starting to get an understanding on why I'm so into carbs. Granted, I'm a woman, and I think a lot of us struggle with carbs anyway, but now knowing that there's a medical diagnosis as to why my body in particular may be craving these carbs, I feel like I can get a better handle on them, and I can understand how my body is using those carbs and what effect that's going to have on the insulin levels and what the insulin level is going to do for the PCOS. And I want a child so bad that going retroactively through the process, you know, going PCOS, insulin, carbs, check your diet kind of thing, I think that's a good way for me to kind of learn more and figure out the best way for me to handle my diet. So that's a lot of stuff in 12 minutes, but I just wanted to kind of update. I'll probably update again when I find out more stuff. I'm waiting to find out when I'm going to be starting this job, and I'm waiting to find out what's going to happen at this mediation, and I really can't wait to go see my dad. And then I'm going the very next week. You know, I come back Friday from my dad's house. I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I'm leaving again to go to Minnesota to visit Doug. So even if I don't move that week, I'm still going to see him, and I'm still going to look at apartments that week. So the first like 2 weeks of this is like the only calm week that I have before 2 weeks of traveling across the country basically and altering my entire life. And this week has already been crazy and emotional and hectic, and I'm trying to keep my head above water because I know it's all for positive change, but it's hard. And my doctor even told me today, my OBGYN said, you know, you can't blame your mood swings on your hormones, but you can blame your mood swings on, or you can't blame it on hormonal problems. But she guaranteed me that my hormones are still altering and changing constantly because of surgery, and that they probably won't calm down for a little while. And to not feel crazy and to not feel like I need to run out and get on, you know, psychotropic medications and need to see a shrink and a therapist and all that right away. She knows I have depression, and she knows bipolar, really, and she knows my history, but she thinks the changes that I'm going through right now just have to do with stress and the hormonal changes because of surgery. And she said it also has to do with sugar intake, which I thought. I really did. So then today, instead of a frozen Coke, which I could have easily bought, I bought yes, I did go to McDonald's, but only for a unsweetened tea with Splenda. I didn't get anything else. I just wanted a tea. So I did good. I didn't buy a frozen Coke. I didn't buy a Big Mac. I didn't do anything. Which, anyway, I will let you guys go now. Thank you so much for watching. I will keep you guys updated. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, please leave them below down there, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.